They played us like a damn fiddle!
Off into the swamps, I assume? Be on your way.
Our soldiers are doing their best out there, but it's still a nightmare. If you believe the rumors, they attack and then fade into the swamps of Cluricon without a trace. Just go out there, and I suspect they'll find you. Watch out for those red-eyed bastards.
A few Tuatha must seem nothing to you after what you've seen.
When the Greater Niskaru arrived, I thought we were doomed. Interested in a trinket or a gem? Rialti's Ma has what you need. Looks like she really was the great general after all. Another time, then.
Greetings. Looking to restock? Ilan Doldran has what you need. When that Niskaru appeared, I thought that was it. Mel Senshir would fall. No one else in this world could have slain that demon. I thank Lyria you were here with us. The greatest of generals. I heard that when the Niskaru came, she gave her life in order to protect us. Come back again.
Behind me is the Mel Senshir jail, hero. All of the prisoners were given weapons and placed on the wall for the battle. It is empty now. Several times I thought the city would fall, but it was not our fate. The loss of the great general is a terrible blow. She was the greatest warrior in the army. This war has lasted so long it seems like that's all the city has ever known. Most of the criminals we get are deserters or drunken brawlers. The jail is currently empty. All of the prisoners were armed and sent to the wall before the battle. Someone has to guard the jail, although I'd much rather be pursuing the Tuatha.
The Tuatha lines have broken, and we still live. It looks like fate has a sense of humor. Please, forgive my melancholy. The champion of Mel Senshir should be cheered, not subjected to my sorrow. I am Adrian Tyr, and I owe you my thanks. Though many have been lost, your courage saved a great many more. I did not think fate would let us survive that onslaught. It seems that even if fate is not on our side, you are. She was the greatest among us. What happened out there on the wall? I knew she would redeem herself. Thank Lyria she was here, and that her life was not given in vain. I was dead, or I should have been at least, if it were not for a Varani mercenary who threw himself in the fray. He fought like a demon, and I was able to escape. The poor man was not so fortunate, though. I watched the Tuatha cut him off, and then he was gone. It shames me, but I once held such mercenaries in great disdain. But this man, whoever he was a warrior of honor. He was cut off and surrounded by the Tuatha. He is surely dead. However, his body must lie somewhere in Cursewood. It would give me peace to learn of his fate. The Varani warrior? The last I saw of him, he was cut off behind Tuatha lines in Cursewood. Farewell. Have you come to pay respect to the fallen dead? Farewell.
Lyria is smiling upon us now.
Hello. Most of the army has pursued the Tuatha into Cluricon.
We would have been lost if not for you and Telera.
Well met.
Most of the army has pursued the Tuatha into Cluricon.
In the early war, Tyne Delphric himself led us in battle. When the foe fell back, he handed the post to Oathblade
Keep
Cora.
walking. I thought the siege would never end. Most of the army has pursued the Tuatha into Cluricon. I thought the siege would never end.
The hero of Mel Senshir. Most of the army has pursued. I thought the siege would.
The Tuatha are on the run now.
We would have been lost if not for you.
Hail,
and
warrior. The Tuatha are on the run now.
I thought the siege would never end.
Warsworn here means you're picked for the hardest, most dangerous missions.
Keep walking. We've been at war for so long I've forgotten what peace is like. Now we rebuild. Thank you, hero. I thought we were lost. Hail! Now we rebuild. Greetings.
The Tuatha are on the run now.
Greetings.
You know, a nice thing about the dead, they don't talk, usually. You are a whirlwind of death. I have never seen your equal. Courageous right to the end. Never be another like her. She was a goddess of war. The siege has been broken, but the cost, well, I'll be busy for the next few months. Keep 'em coming.
Lyria is smiling upon us. When the greater Niskaru arrived.
We would have been lost if not for you and Telera.
Greetings, hero. How may I assist you? It seems fate smiled on us when she brought you to our city. We would not have won without you. I was wrong to doubt her. She has proven that she was the greatest commander we have ever had. Greetings, hero. How may I assist you?
When the greater Niskaru arrived, I thought we were doomed.
Give your armor to Tarek Smith for repairs, and he'll give it back better than new. Give your armor to Tarek Smith for repairs, and he'll give it back better than new.
Greetings. What may I do for you? I knew Telera my whole life. She is a hero to the Alfar. Happy hunting.
Honor to you, champion. I watched from the battle's van while you faced Malwyn and his demon pet. You have earned great glory and the respect of all Alfar. If you have a moment, could I ask a favor of you? I have never been a part of a battle like that before. You and Tilera were magnificent. We grew up together back in Arethel. I've never known a warrior more courageous. Since the Tuatha penned us here, Mel Senshir has become more than just our home. It is where we made our stand. Now that the siege has been broken, it will be where we rise up and take the fight back to the cursed Tuatha. Since the battle, several of my men have asked for the chance to challenge the champion of Mel Senshir. You slew Malwyn and destroyed the great demon he commanded. They hold you in awe. 5 of our greatest fighters have asked, and if you accept, they will each face you here in the practice yard in single combat. There are 5 in total. Anayan Gaius, Tarek Smith, Safedra Will, Adrian Tyr, and my sister, Ragnar Sen. Tell me when you are prepared to fight, and I will summon the appropriate warrior. Good luck to you, champion. Do not wait too long, or they will think you fear them. The success of the siege has made my warriors vain enough. The thought that the champion of the battle would fear their challenge would only make it worse. Go with Lyria.
How's that steel? Need me to take a look? I did not see the demon fall, but I felt the earth shake. To slay such a creature, you must have been blessed by the gods. She is the highest-ranking blade master in the Alfar army, and she fought beside Tilera herself. Could probably have gutted the Baelor too, if she'd gotten close. Bronwyn Sen is a living legend. Treat her with respect. A terrible loss for us. Should have been her leading our army south. Stay safe.
Hello again, champion. Perhaps you're willing to discuss that favor now. Will you accept the challenge of our greatest fighters and meet them in the ring? Excellent. Your first challenger is Anayan Gaius. He is a veteran of more than a dozen campaigns and my personal aide. This should prove interesting. Go with Lyria.
Guard the oath. Well, Warsworn, good to meet you. Have you come for scout training? Have you been out there? It's a strange land, like and unlike the Western lands. Good scouting and tracking runs deep among the Warsworn. The same principles apply to bandits in the woods as Tuatha in Chlorocon's waste. Looking sharp, he says every time he sees me. So bloody pleased with himself with his little jest. With the siege broken, what I'd give to drop my guard, to dare and hope that the end's in sight. But the Tuatha king is leagues away. Leagues. Not the stealthiest of foes, it's true. But their tactics are so strange. Sometimes so brilliant, scouts are vital all the same. You're one of the few recruits who weren't shipped right off to war. So long.
Hello.
That last fight with Anayan was interesting. He fared better than I thought, though I was unsurprised when you bested him. Prepared for your next challenge? Your next challenger is Tarek Smith. The smith spends all day pounding steel. Do not let him pound you too. Go with Lyria.
Well, you bent me over the anvil right proper. Give them hell.
You certainly didn't pull any punches with my blacksmith. I hope he can still hold a hammer tomorrow. Sir Phaedra Will is next. Are you prepared? Sir Phaedra is one of my best scouts, quick and agile. Give her any room and she'll make the ring into your grave. Go with Lyria.
Eyes on the horizon.
You handled Sir Phaedra readily enough. Perhaps it's time you face Adrian Tyr. Adrian Tyr survived alone 3 times when his company to a man has fallen. The soldier refuses to give up. He is fearless and enduring. It will take the force of God to bring him to his knees. Good luck. Go with Lyria. Adrian fell harder than I thought he would. Well done. Your final challenger is my sister, Ragnar. She is the finest weaponsmith in the Alfar army, and a peerless fighter. She will bury her sword in your heart if you are not careful. Do not underestimate her. Go with Lyria.
truly are the champion of the war. Maybe one day I'll forge a blade worthy of your hand. Happy hunting.
One by one, the greatest of the Alfar have faced you in single combat, and all have fallen. Now it is my turn. I am Bronwyn Aurelia Sen, the first sword of the Alfar. I was born in battle, and hundreds have fallen by my hand. Let us see what you are truly made of, champion. Go with Lyria. You are worthy of honor, warrior. I have never faced your equal. Take this. Tilera herself granted me this blade for the slaying of the Tuatha champion Zerastes, but you deserve it more than I. The Alfar honor you, champion. May the Tuatha fear your coming. Go with Lyria. All hail the warrior of Mel Senshir. I would like another chance to face you in combat. Perhaps you could spare some time later. Go with Lyria.
You truly are the champion of the war. Maybe one day I'll forge a blade worthy of your hand. Happy hunting.
am Corialia Scathe, head surgeon here in Mel Senshir. Do you require healing? As head surgeon, I support the soldiers of the Alpha armies as best I can. Despite the recent and dramatic improvements in healing magic, few that make their way to my table survive. As great as our power may be, the power of the Tuatha is all the more destructive. Her services are adequate. I'll admit, her only fault lies in caring too much for her patients. A beautiful city, is it not? When the siege began, I came here straight away from studying with the Scholia Arcana in Rathir. The opportunity to observe the effects of violence firsthand and to help, of course, was too much to ignore. Oh, to be able to study their physiology. Impossible, of course, given how their bodies return to nature upon their death. Farewell. I am Corialia Scathe, head surgeon here in... Farewell.
Watch yourself in Cluricon. Watch yourself. Most of the army has pursued the Tuatha into Cluricon. I just want to go home. I don't want to die here.
I don't want to die here. I don't want to... Give me something to make the pain stop. Please. Anything.
Are you a doctor?
I don't want to die here.
I am Megan, nurse to the wounded soldiers of the Alpha. How can I help you? Mistress Scathe is our head surgeon, though lately she's taken to disappearing for hours at a time. I cannot help but wonder where she goes. He came to us broken from the fighting. I fear that though his flesh has survived the siege, his mind has not. My family does not understand. They want me to settle down somewhere. There are so many who suffer and so few who help. I cannot just turn and look the other way. The poor soldiers of Mel Senshir desperately need a healer's touch. There are so many dead or dying, and so few of us to help. Stay safe. How may I help? Stay safe.
Give me something to make the pain stop, please. Anything.
Yes?
So many dead! You're already dead. Nothing but another corpse, just like me. Another body for the feast. she's here, you know. Death. I've seen her. She's like a big fat crow come to eat my eyes. Please, don't let her eat my eyes. I don't want to die. A fool twice cursed. Once to fall in battle, nearly killed. Cursed again to keep on living in this wretched place, this nest of death and darkness. A whole city of crows, fat from feasting. Once I thought they were monsters, always rising. I didn't know then. I didn't understand where the real monsters live. Oh, she's a great, dark crow with 1,000 needle beaks. She's going to take me, you know, I've seen it. We're all beggars, dead already and begging for the end. Beggars bent like hags, bent beneath a bloody fate. But you're no beggar at all. You're the scarecrow, aren't you? Shoo, death, shoo! I can see it, all around you. You're not like us, you're not like anyone. You're not afraid of death, are you? I am. I dream of her. She takes me beneath the tower and she does things, horrible things. Don't let her take me there, please. Don't let her open me up. I don't want to see what's inside. That's where she keeps her nest. We go beneath the tower, but we don't come out again. Don't go there. It's dangerous. Don't go. You won't come back. Don't leave me. Have you been to the tower? Oh, of course not. You're still alive. Don't leave me!
I am Corialia Scathe, head surgeon here in Mel Senshir. Do you require healing? Master Hawkins is not well, I'm afraid. The injuries he sustained have broken both his body and his spirit. Do not trust anything he tells you. I can assure you that his mind is racked with a deep dementia. Farewell. I am Corialia Scathe, head surgeon here in Mel Senshir. Farewell.
Back for some healing. Stay safe. Joined in Shield Ring, trained in Helmguard, come to war in Cluricon at last.
To General Tilera, to fallen comrades.
I'm happy to help you with whatever you need. I'm open to buy or sell, if the price is right. It grows on you. Give yourself a little time. It won't be long until you feel right at home.
Business is booming. I thank Lyria you were here with us, hero. You brought us victory in our darkest moment. I've been running the Serpent's Tail ever since the original proprietor left to buy supplies, and never came back. It's not easy keeping a tavern open in the middle of a siege, but the soldiers needed something to keep their minds off the war. When she left before, well, I didn't think we would ever see her again. She was far braver and stronger than I gave her credit for. What you see around you is a shell of what Mel Senshir once was. Before the Tuatha occupation, she was a great trading post, a sister of Rathir. But now the city is in ruins, and the path to rebuild her is long indeed.
Hello. Warsworn here means you're picked for the hardest, most dangerous missions.
The hero of Mel Senshir.
To fallen comrades.
To General Talera.
You want to talk to me? That's unusual. Most people around here don't want to talk to a Fate Weaver. I've seen the fate of every soldier in that battle, and none of them were to survive past that day. I do not know what you are or how you are doing whatever it is you're doing, but I'm glad you are on our side. It was a great deed, her sacrifice. Still, I find it odd. It wasn't her fate to die here. She was to continue on, after the fall of the city. I don't know why I came here. Every fate I see ends in a terrible, gruesome death. I came here wishing to be of some use to the defenders of the city, but telling them all that they are going to die isn't what I had in mind.
Lyria is smiling upon us now. It's time to celebrate. The Baelor's dead, and the Tuatha have fallen back to Cursewood. You and me, let's drink to victory. I'm not doing this for the glory. Glory's worthless when you're dead. I'm doing this because someone has to. And if not me, then who? Oh, I come from a long line of soldiers. We don't know anything else. I'd pay good gold to see anyone in my family bake a loaf of bread or read a book. Thought we were doomed, didn't you? You and everybody else. But nobody accounted for the hero of Mel Senshir. No. Not Tak. Not Tak. Damn the Tuatha! Damn them to the fires! This isn't how it was supposed to happen. I was supposed to be the soldier. He was supposed to stay home to watch Mother. I knew he was in Cursewood, but they must have been in the path of the Baelor. They were trying to shield us. Poor Tak. Mother will be ruined. If you've got a sword, fight. This war is going to end, and when it does, the Tuatha will be the ones bleeding out on the cold, dead earth. The Tuatha are going to fall for this. For all the brothers and sisters and mothers and fathers. Their days are numbered.
swamps.
Couldn't leave the prattling of a madman alone, could you? This is my sanctum, trespasser. You couldn't possibly understand the work I'm doing here. I fear I will need to kill you now. Perhaps the process will provide some insights into your unique power. Don't you see? The physiology of the mortal races is a book we've barely begun to crack. You couldn't possibly understand. I take these young men and women and I open them and I see what truly lives within. Magic is changing and so are those who wield it. I am merely bold enough to look and learn the how and why. How unsurprisingly noble of you. Few possess the intellectual acuity to appreciate my work. Very well. Perhaps I will learn something from your death. This will be easy.
You return. She's dead, isn't she? The moment she passed, the clouds surrounding my mind seemed to pass. What a wretched woman. Who knows how long she's been here, preying on the weak and injured. Seems I named you well, Scarecrow. I cannot thank you enough for what you've done. I do not think that I can return to the Chandlery after what I've seen. Where does one go after they've seen the horror of war? A kind soul, she hasn't left the hospital since the siege. I don't think she even sleeps. I wish I'd never come to this cursed city. I survived the horror of battle only to find the horrors of the hospital. Greetings, how can I help you?
Back for some healing? I haven't seen her in quite some time. I hope everything is well. Master Hawkins' recovery has been miraculous, and he has been quite a help around here. Stay safe. How may I help? Stay safe.
So it's done. Better you than me, I suppose. With the war still raging, there's always plenty of bad news to deliver. You should see the stacks of them in Rathir. Thank you. You have more courage than I do. And I've stared into the eye of the enemy. Take this. It's my weekly pay. I can't bear to feel its weight.